ask y'all a simple question, right? If you were going to do something and you were promised something, do you A, want the benefits after you've done it, or B, be strung along to say eventually you'll get it? I'm just going to ask y'all this question because this filing literally makes zero damn sense in my opinion, and I'm going to explain to y'all why. Listen to this little 3.5 minute spiel from the government, and then I'm going to show you exactly why it sounds dumb as hell. So here we go. Government supplemental memorandum in opposition to defendant Durk's motion to exclude proposed 404B evidence. United States plaintiff, and y'all got Durk Banks. So we're going to get in there and we just going to see what the hell is going on. This filing is based upon the attached memorandum of points and authorities, the files and records in this case, and such further evidence and argument as the court may permit, dated February 6th. That would actually be today. So let's get on with it. The government files this supplemental to clarify one point that has been obfuscated, meaning that they're lying, by defense filing seeking to exclude core evidence at this murder trial. This is a gang murder case where multiple OTF-affiliated conspirators traveled across the country to stalk one of defendant Banks and OTF's rivals, Taquan Bowman, and that's Quando Rondo, as alleged in the second superseding indictment, SS1. The conspirators flew to Southern California to hunt Bowman, stalked him over a 2-day period, and opened fire at a busy gas station, striking and killing SR, that's Lil Pop. And while the government has alleged defendant Banks promised a reward to its conspirators if they could catch and kill Bowman, this case is not limited to a murder for hire charge. The SS1 contains multiple counts, including the charge of stalking resulting in death, a broad charge that requires the government to prove the conspirators' plan and course of conduct culminating in SR's death. See 18 U.S.C. 226182. For all the reasons set forth in the government's prior briefing, the evidence at issue, including the music admissions outlined in docket 367, are relevant and material to prove court issues for the murder for hire scheme and the stalking and conspiracy charges, while defendants' filings narrowly focus on whether the disputed benefits the co-conspirators received after SR's murder fall within Section 1958A's quid pro quo requirement. They do. Such arguments are immaterial to the admissibility analysis for the stalking charge, which contains no quid pro quo requirement. Put another way, the nature of the promise to pay matters for the murder for hire count, but any reward received for SR's murder and the brazen attempts by co-conspirators to kill Bowman, both in Georgia in May 2021 and Los Angeles on August 18, 2022, is indisputably relevant to the stalking charge. As previously briefed, the benefits received and other disputed evidence are inextricably intertwined in material to prove, among other things, participation in the murder scheme. The nature of the conspirators' relationship and the structure of OTF, including defendant Banks' leadership of the criminal OTF subgroup, which means basically they're saying that OTF is a music group and a freaking street gang. It is for the jury to decide downstream benefits received by murder participants are 1, a reward for the killing, 2, whether they satisfy the quid pro quo requirement of Section 1958A. For example, the government expects a witness will testify that the witness's music opportunities that occurred after SR's killing would not have occurred had the witness failed to participate in the Los Angeles murder. See docket 293, example 1 at USAO 35017 under seal. To the extent that defendants believe such music opportunities or other benefits received by murder participants were a result of Mr. Banks' generosity following the murder, rather than a bargain for exchange, that will be addressed by the jury instructions and trial arguments. Before we move on, here's something you can do and get paid for. This is called free cash. Free cash is number 2 on the Apple Store and pays you to play games. You can make $500 plus a month by playing games for free. Use my QR code or the link in the description to get $5 when you download and sign up for free. Download and get paid on your phone and start playing. The government wants y'all to assume guilt based on what happened after the fact, not actual evidence. So you're saying, this is what the government is saying. Yo, OTF, they slid on him in Georgia. How do we know that? Well, because we got a snitch that was there who said Lil Durk basically said, do that. Okay. Okay. So since they slid on since they slid on Quando Rondo, were they given any type of reward? No, because he dropped a song who said, I want the one I paid for. I got y'all. Okay, so he said the one that he paid for. That's the lyrics that we're using, right? Cool. So then they go slide on Quando Rondo in LA, but they don't kill Quando Rondo. They kill Lil Pop. And they basically say, that's good enough? Okay. All right. So let me ask you this question. Just this simple question, right? If this is true, y'all didn't say that Durk say this is good enough, y'all can basically be backup dancers? If Lil Durk is known for his words and his powerful influence, right? But he wouldn't have them be in music videos after they shot at Quando Rondo in Georgia? Okay, all right, well, okay. So if that's the case, he only allowed them to be backup dancers? So did anybody get a feature? Did anybody get in the freaking videos? Did they ever rap? Does anybody have a song with Lil Durk? So what you're basically saying is they never popped up. None of the quote unquote killers popped up in any music videos with Lil Durk before they killed Lil Pop. So if they pop up in music videos beforehand, that means that didn't happen, right? Or y'all gonna try to spin that and say, oh no, they were planning the shooting there. That's where they actually planned it. Right. One thing that has baffled me that I know if I'm Drew Finland, I would use this is, remember when Lil Durk did the benefit concert and he basically got his phones taken by the feds a month before he was ultimately arrested? Why didn't he get on a plane then? Why did y'all all of a sudden drop the freaking song with the edited version by the freaking people on the internet? Y'all remember the first song was somebody editing freaking Quando Rondo yelling, no, no, no on the freaking song, the Jackie Boy and whatever song. And the feds try to use that to say, oh, well, it's a fan page that says OTF on it, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use that. Then they try to say, oh, shit, OTF is so dangerous that they got people that are threatening judges and threatening lawyers and threatening FBI agents, but actually, we're not going to arrest that person. No, because he's a super fan, which I personally believe the feds were lying about that because they were trying to prove their shit because they were losing that fight, that battle. See, here's what the feds are really trying to do. They're trying to say, because Lil Durk rapped such crazy ass lyrics and say he know a bunch of people and he can get a whole lot of things done and he got a whole lot of money, that's enough to say that he had Quando Rondo attempted assassination in Los Angeles and now in Georgia. The easiest questions to ask the witnesses are this. Are you currently incarcerated? Yes. All right. Have you been sentenced? Yeah. No. No. Okay. So you haven't been sentenced? No. Have the feds talked to you at all about your sentencing, saying they'll put in a good word? Yeah. I don't know what evidence they have on the shooters. Y'all never heard me once come out and say the shooters are innocent or guilty. Y'all ain't seen me say that. If the evidence proves that, if y'all asses was dumb enough to go out there and at a freaking gas station in Cali where there's a shit ton of lights, that's on y'all dumb asses. The only thing I'm saying is that the feds are using proximity to Lil Durk to say, oh shit, bro, your ass is actually guilty. And I'm sorry to say, I don't believe it. But maybe y'all do. What did y'all see there that I'm obviously missing? Because you gotta have something, right? Or y'all with me? They didn't turn this shit into lyrics, saying, oh, business opportunities. So why didn't Lil Durk put these cats in the studio immediately afterwards if killing Lil Pa was good enough? Why not? Y'all didn't catch them until way later. I'm just trying to understand. Nigga, when was that? Where was the payment? When was the time to pay up? Because y'all lied. Y'all first snitch / whoever said, hey, bro, they got money paid inside of a burger shop. We ain't forget that shit. Feds is lying. And what they hate right now is that people like y'all keep watching this shit and seeing it. Because what's going to end up happening is people going to start fighting the feds back in them courtrooms. They going to start saying, you know what, bro? Let's take it to the paint. Let's see if y'all lawyers is really as good as y'all think. This ain't just about no Lil Durk shit. This is about you rappers talking about smoking people. The feds, the states, they can't really stop too much of shit because they don't want to invest their money into actual programs that can stop this shit from happening from the beginning. You want to save the hood, you start with the youth. Some of y'all will get on here and, nah, that can't happen. Baltimore is proving it right now. If you invest in childhood, early education, and stuff like that, and make sure these kids are properly fed, who knows? And don't tell me about no welfare shit, because I'll destroy that real quick. Because if y'all say, oh, we don't want to pay 6% of our taxes to the kids and all of this shit. Do you know how much you pay to the police department that you overfund? How about this? If you're so scared of your taxes and all this shit, why don't you tell them, why don't we fix the tax code? You took it from 37% to 14%? Where that money going? Y'all know, well, some of y'all don't make enough money to do proper taxes. Y'all know right now, my dry cleaning bill is a tax write-off. What they'll say is, oh, well, you're paying people and all of this shit. Right. The biggest recipients of the welfare are the corporations, are these subsidy states, these red states that they don't tell y'all about. But hey, preaching too much here. Y'all don't give a shit about that. But let me know your thoughts on this one, man. Click right here, though, because I'm probably finna take this shit down. Y'all mad at me for this shit I said about Bud. It is what it is, man. Share to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified. We are 26K away from this giveaway, man. But I'm thinking at 270, 280, pardon me, we're going to have something real special. But y'all keep acting like y'all stay to the end of these videos. You're going to miss out. I'll catch you on the next one.